Yes, and welcome back to Perchy to Glory. Let me stop that. Big up to you all, guys. Season's over. We qualified for the Europa League with Lille. However, spanner in the works. There's two big jobs available. Man United and Bayern Munchen. Now, we are going to link ourselves with both jobs. Let's see. I would take a bigger job. Man United or Bayern Munich is a much bigger job than what we are here at Lille. If we can get either one of those, that would be brilliant. And that would just move us back to where we want to be. As I said, the rule is Spurs, though. We want to get back to Tottenham and win Tottenham a trophy. That's the overarching aim. But to get back to Man United, get back to a big team like a Man United, or get back to a Bayern Munich, they're two big clubs. So at the moment, though, we haven't agreed anything. Nothing's done. We're kind of looking at our budgets at the moment. This season, I don't think we've got any budget, which is a bit of a concern. Normally they announce our budget, but if we've not got a budget this season, that's not the end of the world for me. We spent a lot of money in the last few windows, so it makes sense why we may not have it. And our finances, we are in the red at the moment, so that's fine. As I said, we try and get a few players that are available on a free, maybe, is potential. We can have a look for free signings. Freeze. So Solanke again available on a free. Everton want him. Is he any better than Bonnet? That's really the comparison we want to be comparing him with. We want to compare him with Johan Bonnet. And Bonnet, for me, apart from his attacking stats, everything else, Bonnet is better, right? He's better in the air. He's just not, his finishing maybe not as good. Solanke is relatively the same. It'd be a good signing to have if you offloaded Noah Okafor. But the problem is, he's reduced his wage demands. Look, if we can get him for under 100 grand, if we can get him for under 100 grand a week, that's the problem. He wants 170. I'd go to a sort of a 120 to get Solanke in. The problem is he's 31. He wants a big payday. I'm not going to pay that sort of money for a 31-year-old on a free. Looks a good player. Look, he'd come in and do an absolute job for us. You could go two up top. We could change our team to go 4-4-2 if you've got a Dominic Solanke. But look, we need to realistically look for players to offload. I think that's an important one for us at this moment. Is look at what we've got. Look at who we don't need in the club. As you always, I always do this. I love putting everyone into one bucket so we can really decipher what we've got. If we're going to keep the same formation, I might change it up and go back to change up and set up a 4-4-2. Players like a Scott McTominay, who have 1 year left on his contract, although being an absolute legend, stalwart for us under us, he's been absolutely phenomenal, he has. Is it time to let him go? We've got to just start slowly drip feeding players out. As I said, we don't need to go crazy. We've brought in Kelleher, he's signing. He will be joining Kelleher. So the priority for us at the moment now, this window, is having a look at what we've got. As you said, Scott McTominay wants to run his contract down. So look, if anyone wants someone like a McTominay, I'd let him go because you can get good money from him at this moment in time. But as I said, if an opportunity to go to a Man United, by the way, happens, if an offer for Man United comes in for us, I'll take the Man United job. I think it'd be a good job. We go back to the Premier League. We've just got to keep an eye out, though, what's happening with those jobs. At the moment, Frank Lampard is the favourite for both jobs. He's playing at Preston in the Championship, and he is leading the charge to go to either Man United or Bayern Munich. Now, I don't know where we are in that sort of level. Let's see. I saw Wayne Rooney's name there. Wayne Rooney's linked with a job. Wayne Rooney's linked with the Rotherham job. That's the thing. Frank Lampard at the moment, I don't know. The thing is Bayern Munich, you've got to take a step up to someone like a Bayern Munich or a Man United. That is just a natural step up for us. Man United finished 6th in the league, so they will be in Europe. We can have a look what European competition they qualified for. Man United, let's look at the Premier League. They qualified for the Europa League. So look, we'd be in the Europa League with a Man United who have a squad that looks really good. You just look at some of... It's just the likes of the Bruno Fernandes, the Onanas, the El Ned, like the Rashfords. It would be opportunity just to sort of let a few of these lads go, work on what we need. We can offload a few, build a club around the likes of Garnacho and Højlund. Like, they're the two players you build. You build your club around Højlund, Garnacho. You've got Luis Guimaraes, another one. That's your attacking three there. Lenny Yoro, you build around a Lenny Yoro. They've got a core of young talent. This lad Alex Allen, what a player! He's your number 2 striker immediately. So you've got Diallo as well, who's another young talent. They've got some good talent here. So you build around these sort of players. You get rid of a load. Likes of, like, even De Ligt, by the way, 29, looks fantastic as a centre-back. You could go 3 at the back. For me, Kelleher has to win it, by the way. If Kelleher doesn't win this, I'll be fuming. Actually, I'm going to go him. And then let's go like that. Kelleher must win the goalkeeper award. He was phenomenal for us. Ola Solbakken. Good player, by the way. This looks like a tidy looking player. I'm playing a lot of different positions. But yeah, but look, Man United would be a lovely step to go to. If we could go to a Man United, we could really start building a dynasty at Man United. Oh wait, hang on, what were the awards for this one? This one's for Manager of the Year. I would give it to... You've got to go Arteta, Knutson, and I'd say João Pereira for getting Strasbourg into the Champions League. I think that's a good job from them. But I'll be interested to see if we do get that sort of movement. It hasn't really moved. The needle hasn't, as I said, moved on that. As I said, there's no real other jobs I'm interested in. Those are big. They're like big money jobs. Man United and Bayern Munich, right? They're massive jobs. So that's what you look at. I mean, Paris FC, by the way, got to the final and they are getting promoted. So Paris FC are promoted after getting to the Coupe de France final. Nearly beaten Marseille. Beat Paris Saint-Germain on the way. They're promoted into Liga. So, right, at the moment, as I said, we're just at that point where we kind of just need... So Donnarumma got the goalkeeper award. Fair. Canate got top goal scorer. Johan Bonnet, by the way. If he played, I think he only played half a season. No, he did. We signed him at the start of the season. And we signed him on deadline day, didn't we? Yeah, sorry. But he got 18 goals. So he got 21 goals, by the way, in 33 appearances. Like, and a lot of that at the start was he was a bit part player. Wasn't playing a lot. He's looked tidy for us as a sort of your sort of unit up top. Right, let's just let the nah, I don't really want to keep him. The only real one is relatively I'd look at and go is him, is this guy. But they're not all great, are they? They're not like players I'd sit there and go, oh, I'm excited for them. I'm not going to bother with these guys. I'll let a lot of them. We need to start shipping players out of the football club in this window at the moment. Really, I think we've got to shrink up. If we're staying at Lille, as I said, we're planning to stay at Lille unless obviously a big ticket offer comes in for like the likes of Man United or and actually we're actually breaking FFP rules. So we need to look at our finances. How far out are we? So we're allowed to that, but at the moment our projected period is 14 million. So realistically, we need to get rid of about 10 million pounds worth of players. So actually we're in trouble with FFP. So right now so we're not in trouble with FFP, let's look at some players that we could just have a look at to offload. As I said, the likes of a Scott McTominay, we could get some money relative for him. If we get like a £20 million deal for a McTominay, and let's have a look at some players that we've got here that have just maybe on. How can I do this where let's add. Let's go contract. General wages. Yeah, there we go. There we can balance out between wages. Wait, I think we can add in transfer value. I think. Where would the transfer, here it is. No, we don't want asking price. We can put that in anyway, but we want to insert value. That's the one we want in here, so we can justify our value against the So wait, let's have a look. Like players like Angel Gomez on 100 grand a week, Ealing Jr. on 88 grand a week. That's the sort of player we have to offload. Didn't play a lot of football. Bit of a ball ache from me. Bit of a mistake from me, really, to get him in. He's not really done the job that we want. So we want to get him off the books. Samuel Ealing Jr. If we can get sort of like a 10 mil, maybe less if possible. Let's have a look. I said if there's like players that just won't play but are on massive, like anything like now this guy is meant to be good, by the way. Another one, Robertson. Again, it's just another one which I'm happy just to let go for whatever money. Taylor Booth is another one. Okay player, but nothing I go, I would be, as I said, if I can get 15 million, 10, 15 million for him, happily take it. He can go. Didn't play much anyway. Like Hector Fort is another one. 22. Wanted by Frankfurt. Right, who else was at right back? We played Diakite and Carrera. Like Carrera was an alright right back. Otavio's out for 3 months. It's another one if we can try and get off our books. If we can. Good player, but there's no point at 34. We've just signed Edson Alvarez, really. That was a bit of a mad one from us, but it is what it is. So yeah, look, there's a few players in here that I'll just look and happily let go. Pablo Tour was another one we signed. Again, another one we got on a free. Didn't really... Look, I'll take £4 million for him. Yeah, Pablo Tour for 4 mil would take that. Again, it's a player that we didn't really utilise. Ilya Husani. I think he's out of contract. He's out of contract anyway. So if we go to contracts, by the way, who's out of contract at the club? Let's put anyone that's out of contract. Wait, hang on. Wait, we've offered this guy a new contract. Why have we done that, by the way? Withdraw. He's crap. We've offered a new contract to this guy. Again, another meh. Withdraw. We don't need to be offering contracts to just crap players. Wait, hang on. Let's have a look. These are the deals we've offered. We've offered Kelleher, obviously. This guy, again. I don't know if he's going to be any good. If he's worth retaining. No, I'm not going to bother. Might be a bad move on my part. And you lot in the comments are probably going to absolutely slate me. But for me, there's no point keeping a hold of players for the sake of it and just hoping. Right, these lot are all going to be out of contract. I mean, it's not the most, but we can get rid of them out of this situation. Christopher Kamara, another one. If we can get a deal to get him out. Not someone that I look at and go, he's alright, but he's not. Centre back. Question is, well, hang on, if he's homegrown, we might retain him. I think he is. He's come through our academies. We could keep a hold of him for that reason. He's on what, £3,000? Doesn't really play much. Like Tete. Booth, Roberton, Ashley Phillips is another one. Could we get a deal to get him out? Possibly. Let's see. With the ones that we've offloaded, we need to offload some players. So, McTominay, 1 year left on his deal. Happily let him go. So we need to recoup a chunk of money. That's what we have to do right now. We have to recoup a chunk of money. So Pablo Tour for 4 million to Nice. Yep. We'll let that to 4.1 million for Tour. Yeah, that's again a player that didn't really fit into what we needed. He could be good, but look, we need to collect some money at the moment. And players that aren't playing football are the ones we get rid of. Real Madrid want, by the way, this guy. This guy is a really good defender for us. I think he's a stalwart for us. He's been so good. If a big offer comes in from him, we might let him go. But I'm not intending to let him go. Zagrover's been linked with Marseille. Again, if you get 40, I'd happily let him go for 40 mil. Now I've brought in Tete, I'm okay to let one go. The question is are we going to get the call from Man United? Are Man United interested in bringing us in? Again, Solanke, I'm not bothering with Solanke. There's no real point. Frank Lampard's still favourite for those for those jobs. João Pereira gets manager of the season, rightly so. Strasbourg getting into the Champions League against what hard break on us because we thought we would nick it and get this little side back in it. The goals get back to Europe though. We got into the Europa League, so that's a great result. Here we go. Offers galore, right? Illing Jr. 10 million from Borough. 5 from Wolves. Bochum. Yeah, we'll take the 10 mil. I'll take 10 million from Middlesbrough. I think that's a good bit of business. He's on a massive wage. Doesn't play a lot. Taylor Booth as well. Getting offers from Leeds and Sunderland. And Scott McTominay's had an offer from a few clubs as well. So if I can get 15, I'll take 15 million pounds to Scott McTominay from Atalanta. Al Shabab, if we can get 20 from them. Okay, we'll take 15 from Atalanta. So that's a chunk of money. That's about 30 mil we're going to get in there for about 3 players. We'll try and see if we can be a bit more naughty with it by trying to bump up his price for all of these 3 players. Like £15 million for Taylor Booth for a player that was a bit of a squad player. I think that would be good business. Scott McTominay, a player that is at the sort of end of his career in a sense. Again, if you can get 18-20 million for him. Now we just that's a good move from us. 17 from at Betis, that'll do. We'll bump him up another couple of million quid that we can get in for him. Just this is the way to just really maximise what the price you can get for players. Just bump them up a bit. Get a new offer from another club, reject the others, make a bidding war basically. And I'll be happy with that. Get Booth out. Get Illing Jr. out. Because the thing is we've got a winger in this guy, Javier Macero, who will come straight into us. He's a young kid that we let go to Wolves on loan. He will be the one that just steps up immediately. Urbig wants to leave anyway, I believe. Yeah, he wants to leave, and there's clubs that want him. Another player that, again, I'm not massively worried if we can get money for. He doesn't play for us anyway. Let's see if we can get £2.5 million for this guy. Again, not a very big part player for us at the moment. Doesn't play enough. Get a little bit of money for him. At the moment, we're looking at getting in around about, what, £46 million. And that for me will balance the books in what we need to do. McTominay rejected Atalanta. Right, McTominay's going to be a bit of a difficult one, I think, but Monaco have gone in for Cholet, our young 19-year-old striker. What I might do here, I might let him go. But if I can get 10 million for someone like him, no, if he doesn't want to move, I don't want to do it. Should have not done the buyback, to be fair. Got a load of money for him, 50% buyback. so 50% sell on, and collect a load of money down the line for him. But it's fine, I don't mind that. Conrad Lima to Rennes. They've made the offer for him. He was on loan at Stadlen from Real Madrid, and he's going to look like make that move. Nicholas Jackson to Atletico Madrid. £72 million. Wow. Mad money. So it looks like now we're going to get about 31 million. 3 players that really don't play a lot for us. Al Shabab have now come back in with a new offer. Come on, we want a better offer than that. It's got to be about £16 million. I'll take it. There you go, £16 million. Urbig, only an offer for that much. That's not good enough, is it? No, is he out of contract or something? Nah, what we doing? We're not doing. I'm not that desperate that I'll need to let a player like that go for nothing. Christopher Kamara, by the way, is available. He's on his way out. It looks like the Auxerre want him. I'm happy for him to go. As I say, he doesn't play a lot for us, so I'm not massively against it. Nope. Yeah, we need to let him go. If we let him go, it's got to be around £5.5 million at a minimum. Yeah, look, 5.5. Come on, you're not happy, cool, but £5.5 million for a goalkeeper. Surely that's normal. It's like, I'm not being funny. He's not like an awful goalkeeper. I just don't play him. Do you know what I mean? He don't play. He's not a bad goalkeeper. We signed him for £7 million. He hasn't played though. That's the problem, right? He didn't play. Oh, here we go. £5 million. If I'm happy to let him go for £5 million, but Charlie Soule has had offers from clubs. Irish lad, meh, not for me. Taylor Booth done. He's gone to Real Betis for £17 million. Does that salvage out that sorts out financial issues with the Bayern Munich have offered us a okay, let's do this. Right, Bayern Munich's the next step. If we get that, we move to Bayern Munich. Liverpool have made a move for Ignacio Miramon. Again, that's a sort of player that you don't let go unless you get a big wad of cash. And I'm not letting him go for 30 mil. But big movements now is that the Frank Lampard, I believe, is about to get... Oh, I've applied for all the other ones. I didn't mean to do that. I believe Man United now are going to appoint Frank Lampard. Miramon wants to go to Liverpool. I don't really want to lose a player of that quality, but if he got... I mean, let's be fair, if we leave, that's the sort of player I'd sign at Bayern Munich. I'd go to Bayern Munich and go, we want this kid, he's a top midfielder. Wow, So could the move... oh, wait, sorry, decline that. I didn't mean to apply for Sheffield United. Right. Can we now? Can we? AC Milan's Milan Skriniar to Aston Villa is looking likely. Oh, that scared the life out of me. Backroom changes. Yes, so Bayern Munich is on. By the way, Bayern Munich is on. We're going to bring along Paul Clement. Yeah, shall I? Or shall I look to bring in my own staff when I get there, or... who do we bring along with us? Because we didn't really bring our own people over to Bayern Munich, over to Lille, really, apart from Paul Clement, who came with us. We could bring Paul Clement with us again. Clement will come along with us. Don't see why not. That's really who else? A technical director. This guy's on the 14s. Yeah, we keep the guy that's there. We need to bring in some coaches, but we can do that when we're over there, really, I think. I think we can do that definitely when we're over there. But what I'm thinking is we will end... once the offer is made and we move, that will be the end, and then the new save will be new beginnings in Bayern. Once we accept the deal, Bayern Munich have approached Jack Perchy to be the new coach at Bayern München, and we are accepting the deal on we're going to try and negotiate a 3-year deal. They only want a 2-year deal. We'll accept it on a 2-year deal basis. We are welcome to Bayern Munich. We are the new coach of Bayern Munich. Welcome to Bayern Munich. And on that note, guys, we will end the stream there, because the next save tomorrow will be all about the Bayern Munich rebuild. Guys, I want to say thank you so much for watching. It is a short episode today, but I thought it would be a good time to do it. Much love. Like and subscribe to the channel. Bayern Munich is the future. On that note, guys, peace out. Take care. Bye-bye.